Welcome to the Kingdom Corner. I'm Andrew, and with me, as always, is my great friend, Mr. Dale Baker. How are we doing today?
Hey man, we're doing pretty good over here. It's sunny. It's the summer. It's the middle of summer. It's the first day of training camp. I mean, just how could it not be better?
Hey, all that means is football's getting real close.
Yeah. Oh, real close. We're only a few weeks away from football on the
Yeah,
TV.
the greatest season of the year, football season, is coming upon us, and it'll be here before we know it. So
That's right.
we got lots to cover. I mean, you'd think the off season we would have already covered everything, but I mean, we got guys getting extensions, guys getting themselves paid. We got training
Yes.
camp starting. We got injuries to report of. We got even some, I don't know if you want to call it criminal stuff, but I mean, some legal stuff for sure. I mean, all of this and more is coming up. So come hang out with us and see what we all got.
Mahomes looks to throw it. Pump faking. Right side. He wants it. A comeback cut. It is caught by Kelsey. Touchdown! Kansas City. The game is over. The Kansas City Chiefs are champions.
How about those Chiefs?
All right, Dale. So, I mean, the first thing we got to talk about, let's just get the first thing out of the way to get it out of the
All right.
way because it's not as much football, but it's going to affect football. Rashee Rice, I mean,
Oh,
we saw a sentence come down. I mean, it appears that he must have settled out of court because, I mean,
yeah.
I thought he was going to have his trial next year sometime.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about is that his trial was going to come out. And then I know like all the insiders were very shocked and very caught off guard that he had the sentence come out. So it sounded like he pleaded guilty to all the counts that he was charged. And then I think it's 30 days in jail and 5 years probation.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how you look at this, depends on your opinion of it. But
Right.
either way, anytime there's video, it makes it that much worse, no
Yeah.
matter what it is. And the video is not very good for Rashee Rice. So,
No, it is not.
and in my opinion, he probably deserved whatever he got. So, you know, it's just you can't walk away from something like that. It's just it's immaturity, and hopefully he learned from it.
Yeah,
Hopefully he's
yeah.
going to grow from, become a better person, even beyond football from it. But it seems like he's doing all the right things.
Yep. I think I know part of the court was he's supposed to pay all their medical fees and things like that. And so medical bills. And yeah, I think he even posted out, or his lawyer posted that like there were many sleepless nights of him just thinking about what he did and how he could have just done things a lot better. And a lot of that just immaturity, like you said. I mean, a young guy with a lot of money in his pocket for the first time
Hmm.
and just doing some stupid things. But I think the real question will be interesting how the NFL comes down. How harsh
Yeah,
will the NFL come down on him?
yeah, and I think we're probably going to have an answer by that before the season starts.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's lots of opinions, but it seems like most people are thinking it's going to be somewhere between 4 and 6 weeks.
Oof.
So, I mean, depending on who you are, depends on if you think that's too harsh or too light.
Yeah.
Some people I've heard even as much as saying half the season. So
Oh wow.
it
So that's a lot more than what I've heard. I've heard 2 to 4 games, somewhere in that range. Like four would be the high end, and then two would be on the low end. So you're hearing a lot more.
apparently so, but
Yeah.
we'll see what really happens. I mean, I don't want to make light of the situation at all because I
Sure.
know there
Sure.
are
Sure.
lives
Sure.
that were put at risk, but I think somewhere closer to the 2 to 3 games and maybe four at the most would be the
Yeah.
most reasonable. But again, when
Right.
you have video, the NFL takes that more seriously because you can read about something about the things happening in the
Yeah.
NFL and it's like, okay, you can form your own opinion. But when there's
Right.
video about the NFL and their players, people's opinions are moved a lot faster. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Um, the good news is, I guess if there's any good news in this whole thing, is that he will be able to participate in training camp and things like that. It's just when the suspension is served, he won't be allowed to go to the games or be, on the premises or anything like that. So
Mhm.
that would be the one bad thing. But the good news is that he will be able to be in training camp the whole year, whole time.
Yeah. So hopefully he'll get all those plays figured out and get the timing of things figured out. So hopefully by the time he comes back, it'll be a seamless process. But we'll
Right.
see. We'll see.
Which has got to be hard for the coaching staff, right? Because like, how
Oh
many reps
yeah.
do you give him? Because he's not going to be starting the season, but how do you fit him into the all the training camp things because like, well, you're not going to be here for at least 4, maybe 6 weeks, and so we got to give these other guys, reps so that they know what's going on. But also, you got to give him reps so that when he does come back, he's not playing so much catch up.
Yeah, I heard Andy Reid say earlier this week they asked him about it, and he said something along the lines of, "Well, we're gonna just play it as if he's gonna be here the whole time." So because that position's a rotating position anyways, and he
Yeah,
said so he's gonna get the reps he's gonna get either way, and these other guys are gonna get the reps they were gonna get, and because it's a rotating position, he wasn't gonna be in there for every play anyways or
right.
every snap. So he basically just made it sound like they're just gonna play it like they would any other player.
Yeah. So going off that, who has to step up in the wide receiver room?
Well, Xavier Worthy has to, and if Hollywood Brown can stay healthy, if Xavier Worthy can step his game up, uh, they can probably make it work until Rashee Rice comes back. Because I think
Okay.
Travis Kelce, as we've talked about before, he came into the OTAs and in the training camp looking way better than he did last year. And
Yeah.
so I'm not saying he's going to have a 1,000 yard season, but I think he's going to look a lot more spry on his feet than he did the
Right,
previous
right, right.
year.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think we've talked about, I think like I don't know have his numbers in front of me from last year, but I think even like his usage on the field where he can, be more explosive in certain parts of the game and
Hmm.
use them on like third down and in the goal line or goal, so the red zone. Use them in those situations where like, okay, hey, maybe we don't need you to get us down to the 20-yard line, but we need you inside the 20-yard line. And so it'll make him a weapon there. I'd love to see that with Travis Kelce, just because of his age. I mean, what is he,
Hmm.
36?
Something like
So
that. Yeah.
yeah, so I just like, hey, I'm 40 and I know I can't do the things I did, 10 years ago. So, and I
Yeah.
think, yeah, that would be the same for Travis Kelce. So not
Yeah.
comparing not comparing myself to Travis Kelce. I don't even want
No,
to hear
I
that,
mean, that's what it sounds like. I'm hearing Dale Baker thinks he can play as good as Travis Kelsey.
I mean,
That's what I heard. That's what I just heard. So, Andy Reid, you need somebody. Here
hey,
you go.
all
Dale
right.
Baker's available. Reach out to me. I'll give you his phone number. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows? Might see Dale Baker suiting up in the red and gold this year. So at least on
I-
the sidelines, but who knows? We'll
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I could be a good decoy.
There you go. There you go. For one play at least.
One play,
I
and
mean,
that'd be
everybody
dead.
thinks they can play till they get hit in the mouth, right?
Oh man, yeah, that's
So
exactly right. Mike Tyson, right? Yeah.
that's right.
So,
That's right.
uh,
I don't
yeah,
think the
no,
NFL is much different than that. So,
no, those guys are too fast, too strong for me.
oh yeah,
Oh,
you and me both, brother. So,
yeah.
hey, let's talk about some of these extensions. So,
All
Trey
right.
Smith becomes the highest paid guard in NFL history. George Karlaftis gets an extension, and not to mention this offseason, we also gave Nick Bolton a big
Yeah.
extension as well. So, I mean, there's lots to be said about what the Chiefs are doing with their money here.
Well, I know Clark Hunt is wealthy, but where are they getting? How are they able to pay all these guys?
I have no idea
Does the
because
salary cap not exist anymore? Did we miss that in the offseason? Like they just took the salary cap away?
I mean, you would sure think so because of what they're doing. I mean, you have Patrick Mahomes, who I don't know if he still is, but they constantly
Yeah.
make him the highest paid quarterback in the
Right.
NFL.
Right. Right. Right.
Don't know if he is at this exact moment, but he is or was. Jawan Taylor, at least when they signed him, was the highest paid
Tackle.
right tackle.
Yeah.
Chris Jones, highest paid defensive tackle currently. He
Yeah.
didn't get. Um, I don't
The
think he quite got Aaron Donald money, but Aaron Donald's not playing.
play.
Excuse me, not
Yeah.
playing anymore. Trey Smith becomes the highest paid guard. I mean, Creed Humphrey's the highest paid center. How many guys can they have that are the highest paid at their position? That's what I
Right.
want to know.
And I think Travis Kelsey's got to be one of the top tight ends, making 20 or 16, $20 million this year. So I mean, that's got to be one of the top
Yeah.
tight ends for sure.
Yep. I think you're correct. He was not even in the top five for a long time, and then
Yeah.
whenever they did his last extension, they made him, if he wasn't the top, for sure top three.
Yeah. And then you got gee whiz, Nick Bolton, like you mentioned, he got paid. And so yeah, it's good. So what do you think of the George Karlaftis deal?
Uh, I think it's going to be good because George Karlaftis still has 2 years left on his rookie contract,
Yeah.
which means he's not getting any of that money for 2 years.
Right.
And so they didn't make him the highest paid. I think he was somewhere around, I don't know, like six or something like that,
Yeah.
as far as highest paid DNs. And I think in 2 years, by the time that contract kicks in,
Right.
he's probably gonna be jumping down to around
Right.
15 is my guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somewhere else, maybe even more than that. So by the time that kicks in, that's going to seem like a good deal.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a good deal, and then I think like gives George just security and knowing that this team wants him in place. And man, I tell you what, that
Mhm.
guy shows up in the playoffs. I mean, just his
Oh
playoff
yeah,
numbers alone, how he shows up and plays. I mean, it's just he's always around. He's always around the quarterback. We just need him to get to the quarterback
yeah,
a little more, right? Just need to
yeah,
get to the quarterback a little more.
yeah. Well, and they drafted that guy Ashton Genty, right? Or
Yeah,
Gelati, however you say his
yeah.
name. I was just looking at that earlier. Do you know how big this guy is? Have you
No
looked?
idea. No, how big is
Let,
he?
let me just ask you this first. How big do you think Mike Dana is? Does he appear big on the screen?
Yes, he does.
All right. Mike
I
Dana
mean,
is 6'2", 257 pounds.
eh, oh
It's a
my
big,
goodness,
it's a big
that's a big,
boy, Mike
that's a
Dana.
big boy.
Ashton Gilletti, 6'3", 270.
Oh
He's
my
he's
goodness.
bigger than Mike Dana. He's got
Yeah,
over 20 pounds on him and an inch on him, which I mean, I just looking from him, and I know we haven't seen him play yet, but just looking at him from pictures and stuff, I did not realize he was that big.
yeah, he's
But
big.
he's a big guy.
Yeah, well, that's good. And then we got that Norman Lotz, so that will be,
Yep.
and he's going to help Chris Jones hopefully. So I also think like that kind of tells us what they think of Felix, that Felix cat that we drafted the first round
Oh,
a couple years ago.
yep. It's like the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. They're hosting it in the draft in Kansas
Yeah,
City. So they're like, you know what? We have to take somebody.
yeah, I think you
Might
have
as
to
well
take
take a
somebody.
hometown kid. I
Right.
mean, yeah. So, I mean,
So
I wanted him to work out like I want every
sure.
draft pick to work out, but it does not seem that they got the bargain on that deal.
No, they did
So,
not. Unfortunately, and who knows? He may surprise us. His third year, he may really shine.
yeah, I mean, I hope so. I would take
Uh,
it.
but yeah, I think like all draft picks don't work out. But I tell you what, Brett Veach is worth every penny Clark Hunt is paying him because he and his team. I know it's not just
Yeah.
Brett Veach alone, but his team is they get some quality players deep in the draft, and I think that's what sets the Kansas City Chiefs apart from the rest of the teams is because we got guys playing from the sixth and seventh round. We got undrafted, free agents playing all kinds of things. Just where they find these guys and they plug them in, and they're smart and they know how to play football and they're ready to go. And so Brett Veach and his team, I mean, I can't say enough about what he does.
If somebody does not think he's the best GM in football, they don't, they're not paying attention. That's what it
Well,
really
he will
is.
never, he'll never get the GM of the Year award. We know that much.
No, but we also know that Andy Reid won't get it either. I mean,
So
we talked about this the other day on the phone, but
yeah,
Andy Reid has got one head coach of the year in his
yeah.
career, and it was in 2002. So you mean tell me that you make it to what, four, wait, no, 5 of 6
Yeah.
Super Bowls, you
Yeah.
win 4 of them, and nowhere in there you're the coach of the year, especially even last year with all the injuries we had and they made it to the Super Bowl.
What was the record?
That
15 and
thing,
2? 15 and
yeah.
2?
I
Yeah.
mean, with all the injuries they had, they went 15-2 and made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not coach of the year, I don't know what is. So apparently
Yeah.
it's just a popularity award again, just like the Pro Bowl. So
Yeah.
might as well get rid of it, I guess.
Well, I think one of the biggest ones was the guy from Cleveland. He has it. He's won it twice. Kevin Stefanski has won it twice. Andy
Yeah.
Reid's won it once in his career.
Well, yeah, maybe we'll have to put a poll out there on X and see who's the
Yeah.
better coach between these players or these coaches. And we'll
Yeah.
put Andy Reid versus guys who've had more
Yeah.
coach of the years and see who comes out on top.
There
With
you
these
go.
guys like Stefanski and stuff, who, if you think he's a better coach than Andy Reid, then I can't help you.
Yeah. No. No.
I
No way.
No. So, but with all these guys getting paid, what does this mean about Trent McDuffie? Because
Oh yeah. I think
he's
that's
going to be
yeah.
coming up soon. Are they going to pay him? Should they? Do they have to trade him now because they can't afford him? I mean, what are they
Yeah.
going to do?
That's a great question, and I do want to go back to the Trey Smith because I think that's a huge. I that's gonna be
Oh
big.
yeah.
But anyway, but Trent McDuffie, to your point, is I mean, how would you grade his play this year on the outside?
All right. Well, I think he's much better at the slot than he is on the
Okay, all right,
outside,
yeah.
but that does not mean that he's poor on the
No,
outside
no, no,
either.
no, no,
I
no.
would still say he's top five on the outside.
Right, but
So he's probably number one inside,
oh yeah,
and probably I'd have to look at the exact breakdown of players, but
uh-huh,
I'd say he's probably, I don't want to say easily top five because there's probably somebody I'm missing, but
right,
I would say he's probably top five, maybe even approaching top three, even on the
yeah,
outside.
yeah.
But again, I'd have to see a whole list of players so
Whole
to
list,
see if
yeah.
I'm forgetting somebody. But
I mean,
he's good either way. He's gonna
I
get
think,
paid by somebody.
oh yeah, and I think hopefully the Chiefs can work something out with him.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
but where he is. I mean, he's a small guy for sure, but one of the big things I've been impressed with him is just his availability. Like, he's not going
Hmm.
down injured. I think he's almost played every game, unless we've already locked up the one seed and we're just waiting for the next
Yeah.
week, for the playoffs to start.
Outside of the end of his rookie year, yes.
Right. Yeah, yeah. He did have a little injury, but yeah. But I mean, that was his first season where it's a long season.
Hmm.
His body's adjusting. But yeah, he's been pretty available to the Kansas City Chiefs, which I think is huge, especially in that position, is where you're consistently showing up and playing. Because right now we got a corner that we paid money to, and he's already started on the pup. So that's very unfortunate.
Are you talking about the guy they just signed?
Yeah, the Fulton kid.
Oh, well, they knew he was injury prone before they signed that guy.
Well,
So
why we sign it anyway? But
why
back
are we
to I
signing
mean,
him? Why are we signing him? Because
yeah.
who did they lose? From
Legarius Sneed.
That's right. Do
Can
you think that
we get him back?
do
Can
you
we
think
get him back?
do you think they adequately replaced him?
No.
So do you think they shouldn't have signed anyone?
No, I'm not saying that. No, no, no,
Well,
no, no.
okay,
Yeah,
well, no, that's
yeah,
what it
yeah.
sounds like because you
Oh no,
because
I'm just
we
saying.
just talked about how all these guys are going to pay, so you can't pay
Yeah, yeah.
everybody.
Right.
So is he the best available that they should have got? Is he better than people on the Chiefs' current roster?
Yeah, I think he's going to give competition, and I think like what we saw this past year is, in which I really like looking back and looking at what Veach and his team done and Andy Reid, was they added a lot of depth to a lot of positions. So like cornerback and then wide receiver. I mean, we had the injury bug with the wide receiver. We had the injury bug with the corner. And then just adding a lot of depth, even with the offensive line. There's a lot of depth there. There seems like there's a lot of depth in the defensive line. I think it's going to be an extremely difficult task for Reed and Veach to like, how do we cut this team down to the 53? The final week of. So I mean, I'm going to be watching closely, like how many wide receivers are going to keep, how many corners and tight ends, because we got a lot of tight ends in the tight end room as well,
Yeah.
and then offensive line because you can't keep everybody. Right. And so then it's also, you'll see where a lot of guys will get poached from the Kansas City Chiefs when they get on the practice squad, or they have to let them go.
Yeah, well, and it's not like they're breaking the bank to sign
No,
Christian Fulton either, though.
no, 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 no. What was he? I know you were looking it up when I was talking. What did they pay him?
Yeah, I am looking it up because I think you're
Well, just
missing the mark here a little bit. So they signed him for 2 years,
uh-huh.
for let's see, 2 years. See, he's guaranteed 15, and he's gonna get
20.
20. Yep,
Yeah.
20. So,
But
but
it's
I
not
mean,
crazy.
that's not crazy at all. I
But
mean,
could we use some of that money for Trent McDuffie?
hey, we're not even talking about. I mean, I'd have to look, but I bet he's not even in the top 20 as far as cornerbacks go.
Oh
He
yeah.
he might not even be in the top 30 with that price tag.
Right. Well, I guess it's
You want to take him for that
frustrating. Yeah.
price tag?
No, I'll take him. I'm just saying it's frustrating when you sign a guy and then he's hurt even before training camp starts. That's all it is. That's all
Well,
I'm saying. I'm just frustrated as a fan. I'm glad we got him. I trust Veach. I trust Andy Reid. I trust her. I'm a big pro Spagnola fan. I've always been behind him in his
Yeah,
corner.
sure.
I've
I'm
never
sure you have
doubted
been.
him, and so he's something. This guy, it's gonna be great. I think the real thing we've talked about and touched on is the safety. The safety one will be the one to watch.
Oh yeah, for
The
sure.
safety position because we got a couple kids back there, and we know that Spags his defense is very complex.
Hmm.
So,
I think you're right. So, well, let's go back to Trey Smith.
oh
So,
yeah,
Trey
my
Smith,
favorite, one of my
highest
favorite
paid.
players.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you've always been high on him. I know.
Oh yeah,
So, but hey, for real, my favorite offensive lineman on the Chiefs
yes.
is Trey Smith. I've been on him since his rookie year, saying how great he is, and I'm
I
not.
on
I'm
this
not the
podcast
only one. Yeah, on this
on this
podcast,
podcast you have said, don't watch the football, watch number 65 and watch him finish plays,
and he does.
and he finishes all the time. It is great to watch. He's like he does not stop until the whistle is blown, and you just
Yeah,
love that,
it's
So
fantastic.
it is.
Fantastic. Yeah, so he becomes the highest paid guard in NFL history. Uh, Man, hats off to him. Good job, Trey
Yeah,
Smith. Happy for you and all that money you're going to be
right, right,
getting for
right.
your family. So good job.
And I'll tell you this: if you have not heard Trey Smith's story, his draft story, and why he dropped and why he's so good,
Hmm.
he was on the Kelsey podcast, and so New Heights, and it was you can skip all the other stuff, but you can go right to Trey Smith's part where he's talking, and it is pretty incredible. Just where he's gotten to, so and how he's coming, and he's a good guy. You can just tell off that podcast how good of a guy he is, and just loves to work and loves playing football. So
Well, I don't know if you can ask for anything better in a player than that. Somebody loves the game
yeah,
and loves working for it. So
yeah.
yeah,
So
that's incredible.
well, as we're on the offensive line, what does your dream offensive line look like? You're Coach Reed. You're setting the 53. Who are you putting left tackle to? We already know center and right guard, but left guard, left tackle, right tackle.
Well, I did hear on the radio
All right.
that in this first day of training camp, Josh Simmons was taking the first team reps at left tackle.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's big. That's big. The question mark right now is Jawan Taylor's on the pup list, the right
Yeah.
tackle. So can one of these other guys, maybe the guy they brought over from the 49ers, I'm blanking on his name right now, but
Taylor. I think it's Taylor as well, right? It's not Jawan. Is it Jawan?
no,
There's
Jawan
Jalen.
Taylor. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I
Is it
think it's,
Moore? Is it Jawan Moore?
oh, it is more. We'll get it one of these days, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Moore. Yeah.
more. So I think that if they put him at right tackle and he
Uh-huh.
succeeds, I don't know if he was today or not, but if he succeeds in that, Jawan
Yeah.
Taylor could be looking in from the sidelines if
Yeah.
Moore steps his game up over there at right tackle, and that could
Right.
solidify that. Other than maybe the left guard position, since we lost. Oh man, why is my name?
Tooney.
Yeah, there you go, Joe
Joe
Tooney.
Tooney. Yeah.
Yeah, so we trade him away. So we got to fill that position. You can cover a guard position easier than you can a tackle.
Right.
But yeah, we'll see who ends up playing there. So, but it could be they were talking a lot last year about Kingsley Suman Tua, right? About him.
Yeah.
He played a few games last year at guard and seemed to play a lot better there than he did at tackle. So that could be a possibility, but we'll see. We'll see.
Man, two tackles next to each other would be pretty amazing. I mean, if you play tackle in college, obviously you have some athleticism to play that position, but to then move
Hmm.
into guard and play that, so it would be fantastic. And yeah, is this seems like the NFL keeps printing money and all these guys getting paid. I still don't know how it happens, but they do, and so kudos to them. And so yeah, you could be a really good guard and get paid. We just saw the Chiefs reward Trey Smith.
Yep. Well, and one of these days, all these contracts are going to come due. So if you pay everybody, ask the
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills, right? And I know they had a
Oh,
good year
oh,
last year, but they had to dump off a lot of people. Ask the 49ers this
yeah,
year how
yeah,
many people they had to dump off because they couldn't afford their salaries anymore
right.
with the cap space. And here in a few years, you're going to have to ask the Eagles because they're backloading all their
Oh
contracts
yeah,
right now. So they're basically saying we're going to run this for a few years, and then when everything comes to end with these contracts and we have to pay everybody, we're going to basically have to dump everybody like the 49ers just did. because the 49ers, they had a great window there for what, 4 or 5 years where
Yep.
they backload all these contracts. And now this year they had to dump everybody. And the Eagles are going to be in the same spot here in a few years. So we'll see if they can, maybe restructure some of those or whatever it takes. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. Time will tell. Time will tell.
That's right. All right. So, what are you hearing about people saying about the Chiefs this year? Are they going to be good? Are they just going to be second seed to the Chargers once again? I mean, we already know the Chargers are the 10-time
Yeah.
AFC West preseason champion. So, I mean, they haven't won the regular season yet, but the preseason, they're 10-time
Oh man.
champion. So,
Oh yeah. They're
it's
gonna.
crazy.
I mean, the Chiefs should. What I hear from everybody is that the Chiefs should not even play this season. They should just forfeit because they have no shot, which is crazy. And I mean, the things that are said about Patrick Mahomes are wild to me. Ex players, like where Mahomes is on the tail end of his prime. I don't even think he's hit the middle of his prime yet.
Yeah.
And so,
The guy hasn't even hit 30 years old yet. So,
right. I mean, he'll turn 30 this season, but still, like the fact that like he's not slowing down and he's still hungry. I mean, he still wants to win. And so I think that the sky's the limit. I think the Chiefs, is these last couple of years here as a Kansas City Chiefs fan is it's Super Bowl or nothing, right? We're not looking for a playoff
mhm.
win. We're not looking for, just a good showing. It's Super Bowl or nothing. And that's kind of the mentality that I think, at least in my head and the people I've talked to, is for the Kansas City Chiefs. But the media, I think, is tired of the Chiefs and they want something new, and so they want to give everybody else their flowers before they do anything. I mean, again, the Buffalo Bills have better odds of winning the Super Bowl than the Kansas City Chiefs. The Baltimore Ravens have better odds of winning. The only team that I think you make an argument would be the Philadelphia Eagles, which they do have better odds than the Chiefs. So it
Yeah.
goes, I think, the Eagles, the Bills, the Ravens, and then Kansas City to win the Super Bowl. And so I don't know what we're thinking. How are they the fourth best team in the league right now?
Well, I don't know, but the Bills still can't beat them in the playoffs.
Have
The,
never beat
the
them.
the only AFC team that's proven they can beat him in the playoffs is Tom Brady, who's retired,
Yeah.
and Joe Burrow, who can't seem to stay healthy, and just that whole organization is a dumpster fire. So
Well, they can't make the playoffs.
I know that's
The
what I'm
last
saying.
two years, yeah, the last 2 years they haven't made the playoffs. I mean,
So
so
the
what do we?
people who have shown they can beat him in the playoffs
Right,
potentially aren't even going to be there. So I don't know why we're so worried that the Chiefs are
yeah,
done with when they got all these things going for them.
right.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, everybody always talks down the Chiefs every year, and every year it's somebody else going to take their place, and every year it's still Mahomes and the Kansas
Yeah,
City Chiefs. So
yeah. I
we'll
will
see what
say, I will
happens.
give. I mean, it does appear on paper, and I think that's a big thing that we have to remember. On paper, it's because when you play the game, it's totally different. But on paper, it does appear that the Chargers got better, the Broncos got better, the Raiders all got better on paper. But that means nothing. Like you just alluded to, you can be the preseason favorite, but you have to go out there and do it. And so, yeah, I think on paper, in like even years past, I mean, this past year where all the wide receivers for the Kansas City Chiefs got injured, uh, that could happen to another team. That could happen to the Chargers, right? And they, could collapse and not have a very good year. Joe Burrow, right? He got hurt, and they lost all those games, and so they didn't even, get to the playoffs. But I think it's just on paper and playing on Sunday are two different things.
Yeah, teams can look real good on paper, but that doesn't mean they know how to play as a team either. So
Right.
we'll see. So, well, I'm excited about the season. I'm excited to see
Yes.
how the Chiefs move forward. I'm excited to watch some of these preseason games and see how they're starting to look in these practice games, and to see if maybe that offensive line is clicking yet. So that'll be some
Yeah.
good battles to watch and see who takes those starting roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think what I'm looking forward to is just seeing what wide receivers make it and what corners make it. I mean, I know those rooms are very deep, and so we'll see who comes out and the safeties. I mean, we need
Yeah.
to, we need to make sure we're watching that too.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, share this podcast with your friends. It helps us more than you realize. Leave us a review, leave us a comment. We'll get to all the ones that we can and address any questions you might have as well. So, hey, this episode is brought to you by Oh Hey Threads, where a portion of every purchase goes to support missions all over the world, one super soft tea at a time. You can find them online at ohheythreads.com. We'll see you next time right here in the Kingdom Corner.